Hi there, in this lesson we will learn about shapes in Adobe Photoshop. You must have to know the use of shapes because shapes is one of the essential part of Adobe Photoshop. Suppose you want to draw a circle, in that case you have to use shape tool. If you want to draw a rectangle shape, then you have to use rectangle tools. Photoshop gives us 6 different shape tool, and here is the tools of shapes. Photoshop gives us rectangle tools, rounded rectangle tools, ellipse tools, polygon tools, line tools, and custom shape tools. And in this tutorial we're going to learn about different type of shapes, and we will learn about the every use of tools in here. So let's take a look how shapes are working in Adobe Photoshop. So at first I will show you how to use a rectangle shapes, and therefore we have to use a rectangle tools. So here is the rectangle tools, and if you don't have these rectangle tools, then you have to click on this icon, and this is the option for edit toolbar, and you have to right click with your mouse, then you will get this edit toolbar option. This is the pop-up for different type of tools, and this is the option for rectangle tools, rounded rectangle tools, ellipse tools, polygon tools, line tools, custom shaped tools. And you can pick it up any tools from here. So if you don't have the rectangle tools or any other tools, then you can pick it up from here. So let me close it. Okay, so at first we will draw a rectangle shape, and therefore we have to use the rectangle tools. So this is the rectangle tools. This is the option for fill color. So if you want to change the fill color from here, you can change it, and right now it's a default color like black, and this is the option for stroke. So let's draw a rectangle shape with the black fill color. So you have to use your mouse left button and you have to draw a shape on here. Okay, you can take a look. A rectangle shape is created, and if you want to change the fill color of this rectangle shape, then you can change it from here, and this is the properties of shapes. So you can change the color from here or from here. So let me show you from this fill option. You have to click just on here, and if you want to change the color, if you want to pick different type of color from color picker, then you have to click on this option, and you will get this color picker option. You just have to pick any color from here. So as an example, let me show you with some color. So let me pick this color and let me click OK. Okay, so you can take a look. We just change the fill color of this rectangle shape, and this is the option for stroke. So we have to change the stroke option, so we have to click on here, and if you want to add a stroke with different color, then you can pick it up. So let me click on this black color, and you can take a look. The stroke is added in this shape, and if you want to increase the stroke size, then you can increase it from here. So let me show you. Right now it's with the 3 pixel, and let me write here 10 pixel, and let me hit enter button in my keyboard, and you can take a look. The stroke is increased in this rectangle shape. Okay, if you want to change the radius of each corner, then you can change it from here. So this is the option for changing your corner radius. So let me show you. You just have to increase the pixels, and you can take a look every corner got a rounded shape. And if you want to change corner radius for a specific corner, then you have to click on this link option. Right now it's in link mode, and if you click on here, then it's right now in unlink mode. So this is the top left corner radius, and let's increase the top left corner radius, and you can take a look, only the top left corner radius is changed. And if you want to change the bottom right corner radius, then you can do that. You just have to increase the pixel, and here you can view the changes. So this is how you will change the radius for each corner. So right now we will discuss about the different type of settings for rectangle shapes, and let me minimize the properties of these rectangle shapes. So here is the option for minimizing the properties, and right now I am going to show you different type of settings for a rectangle shape. Here is the option for settings of different type of shapes. You just have to click on here. Okay, so at first I'm going to show you about the square option. So let me click on this square option. If you want to just draw a square shape, then this option will help you out. So let's draw a shape. If you use the square option, then you can only be able to create square shapes. So let me minimize the properties, and you can take a look, a new square shape is created. Okay, cool. So let me click once again in here, and then I will get this fixed size option. If you want to create a fixed size shape, then you can put the parameter on here. So let me change the value on here. I want to make a shapes with 250 pixel for width and 300 pixel for height. Okay, then let's draw a shapes with the specific size. You can take a look, here is the shapes, and you can take a look in the properties. The width for this rectangle shape seems 250 pixel and a height 300 pixel, which we set it before creating these shapes. So this is how you will use different type of rectangle shapes in Adobe Photoshop. And right now we will discuss about rounded rectangle tools to draw rounded rectangle shapes. To use rounded rectangles shape, you just have to right click on here with your mouse. Then you will get the rounded rectangle tool option inside the rectangle tools. So let me click rounded rectangle tools. Okay, if you want to draw a rounded rectangle shape, then this rounded rectangle tools will help you out. So let me show you by drawing a rounded rectangle shapes. Okay, you can take a look, a rounded rectangle shapes is created, and already it's have a corner radius for each side. And if you want to change the radius for corner, then you can change it from here, as we've seen it before in our rectangle shapes. So this is a kind of presets of rectangle shapes with the rounded radius corner. So this rounded radius corner presets you will get in this rounded rectangle tools. Okay, let me minimize the properties, and I want to remove all these layers, because in next we are going to discuss about the ellipse tool. So I want to delete these layers from here. So you can take a look, all the shapes are removing. Okay, cool, huh? Right now we will draw a round shape. To draw a round shape, we have to use ellipse tool. So To use ellipse tool, you have to right click on here, and inside the shapes tool you will get the ellipse tool in here. So let me click on here. Okay, and let's draw a round shape. Okay, you can take a look. A round shape is created using the ellipse tool. So let me show you some different type of use of ellipse tool, and let me minimize the properties. You can take a look. A black rounded shape is created using the ellipse tool, and I want to draw another round shape. So let me draw a rounded shape, or you can press shift button in your keyboard, then you will have a perfect shape. And you can take a look, a new shape is created, and inside the layer panels you can take a look, a new layer is created. And I want to change the fill color for this second round shape, and we have to change the fill color from here. Here is the fill option, and I want to pick yellow color. So here is the yellow color, and I can take a look. Our color is changed for second rounded shape, and right now I want to draw a moon shape using these two rounded shape, and therefore we have to scale this second rounded shape, I mean the yellow rounded shape. And to scale it, you can press Ctrl or Command T button from your keyboard, or you can use edit menu, and from there you will get this transform path option, and then you will get this scale option. Okay, so I want to place this yellow rounded shape in here, and here is the tick mark. You can click on this tick mark, or you can hit enter button from your keyboard. Okay, you can take a look, and we will create a moon shape, and we have to select these two layers from our layer panel. So you can take a look, already ellipse 2 layer is selected, and pressing Ctrl or Command button from your keyboard, you have to select this ellipse 1 layer. Then you have to click on this layer menu. So here is the layer menu, and from there you will get combine shapes option, and from combine shapes option you will get this subtract front shape. You have to click on this subtract front shape option, and let's hit enter button in our keyboard, and you can take a look, a yellow moon shape is created. So this is how you will use ellipse tool in Adobe Photoshop, and using the ellipse tool by creating a rounded shape, how it will create a moon in Adobe Photoshop. You just seen it. And right now we will learn about polygon tools, and this is a really interesting tools, and I want to remove this ellipse tool layer. And now we will discuss about the polygon tools. Right now we will discuss about the polygon tool, and this is really an interesting tool, and you can create lots of things with this polygon tool. Okay, so if you want to use the polygon tool, then you have to right click on this ellipse tool, then you will get this polygon tool option. So let me click on this polygon tool option, and you can take a look. Here is an option named sides, and you can take a look. The value of sides seems 5. So let me draw a polygon shape here, and you can take a look. These polygon shapes have 5 sides, so 1 2 3 4 5. So this is how sides are actually working on here. I want to change the fill color for these shapes. So here is the option. I want to use this color, and I want to add a stroke. So therefore here is the option of stroke, and I want to use black color stroke. Okay, cool. If you want to draw a triangle shape, then you have to change the value for sides. So triangle have 3 corners, and therefore we have to put 3 for sides value. And let's draw a triangle shapes. Okay, so you can take a look. We have created a triangle, and you are clear now about the sides, how these sides values are working. Okay, right now I'm going to show you additional settings for this polygon tools, and if you want to draw a star using these polygon tools, how you will create or how you will draw a star using this polygon tools, I'm going to show you right now. Here is the option for additional settings of polygon tools, and inside the additional settings you will get this star option. So here is the option, and let me click on this star option. Okay, so let's draw a star, but before that we have to change the size value, because you know stars have 5 sides, so therefore we have to change the value for sides, and I want to write 5. Okay, now let's draw a star. Okay, you can take a look how easy to draw a star in Adobe Photoshop, and this is the magic of polygon tool to draw a star. And right now I'm going to show you some different type of settings for drawing a star. If you want to draw a star using smooth corner, then how you will do that? So let me show you. So let's click on this additional settings for our polygon tool, and inside the additional settings you will get this smooth corners option. So you just have to select on this smooth corners option, and now let's draw another star. Okay, you can take a look. We have created another star, but for this star we have created a smooth corner. So this is how smooth corners options are working. And right now I'm going to show you a different setting. If you want to create a smooth indent, and if you want to create a star with the smooth indent, then how you will create that one, let me show you. You just have to click on this additional settings option, and you will get this smooth indents option. So let me click on here, and I don't want to use smooth corners right now, and therefore I want to uncheck this smooth corners option, and I want to check the smooth indents option. So let's draw another star, and you can take a look. A new star shape is created using the polygon tools, and it's have smooth indents for every side. So this is how you will create a different type of stars in Adobe Photoshop. And right now I'm going to show you another shape creation using polygon tools. If you want to draw a sun using different type of or multiple spikes, then how you will create that one. So you just have to click on this additional settings option, and then you have to uncheck the star option. And if you uncheck the star option, and if you increase the size, then you can't draw a spike sun shape. So just an example I'm going to show you. So let me put 50 value for sides, and if you draw a shapes, then you can take a look, nothing is appearing on here. So if you want to draw a spike sun, then you must have to click on star option. So let me click on this additional setting, then we have to select the star option, and by clicking the star option, I don't want to use the smooth indents, I just want to use this star option, and then you can put the value for creating stars for 50. And now let's draw shapes. So let me draw a shapes here with the 50 spike, and let me hit the enter button, and let me scale it, let me place it in center, and I want to turn off all the layers from here, then you will have a clear view. Okay, now you can take a look. Now we have a spike sun, and using the polygonal tool we have created the spike sun, but you have to make sure to create a spike sun the star option is selected, and this is how you will create a spike sun. So you just learned how to create triangle, how to create different type of stars, and how to create spike sun in Adobe Photoshop using the polygon tool. And right now we will learn about the line tool, and before discuss about the line tool, I want to delete all the layers. So let me delete all the layers. You just have to select the layers, and here is the option for deleting layers, and let's delete all the layers, or you can use delete button from your keyboard as a shortcut. Okay, you can take a look, all the layers are removed, and right now we will discuss about the line tools. To use line tool, you just have to right click with your mouse on the polygon tool, then you will get this line tool option. If you want to draw a line in Adobe Photoshop, then you have to use the line tool. So let me show you the use of line tool. It's quite simple. You just have to use your mouse to draw a line, and you can take a look, a line is created. Let me draw another line. Okay, let me draw another. Okay, so this is how you will use the line tool to draw lines in Adobe Photoshop. Okay, in next lesson we are going to learn about custom shape tool, and custom shape tool are really interesting things, and you can learn lots of things from the custom shape tools. So see you in next lesson.